All right, so here with head coach Jake McKinley, week 2 of the Coaches Show. Dive right into it. You guys picked up your second series win of the year last weekend here at home against Bethesda. Won 2 out of 3 games, including a 22-5 win, a 9-0 win, and then a 4-3 loss in a 7-inning game. What's the general pulse of things for the weekend? How do you feel about that?
Anytime you can win a series, it's a good thing. Everybody here, I think, was expecting a sweep in Game 3, and as they should. But at the end of the day, when you can win a series, especially at home, it's a good thing, and you got to look at the positives. The offense was fantastic on the weekend. I think we hit 5 home runs in the 3 games, a bunch of extra base hits, and the hitters' approaches, they stayed consistent. So overall, great things to say about the offense. Pitching did a great job in terms of being able to fill up the strike zone. So as a whole, 6 games in, I think we're right where we should be, and things are looking good moving forward.
And as you mentioned, the offense was just phenomenal over the weekend. Scored the most runs in a game in program history with 22, hit 375 as a team, 5 home runs, 8 doubles. And that was building off of what you did at San Marcos against a really solid pitching staff there as well. So what do you see from them, and what do you like moving forward?
We talk a lot about building a culture, and the culture that we want on offense is, we play a little bit of a guerrilla ball approach. We try to hit the ball hard, and we try to hit it far. We don't really play the short game, and we're unapologetic about it. It's just sort of who we are, and I think offensively we've bought into that. And our hitting coach, Jason Ochart, has done just a remarkable job of getting our guys ready to hit. He does a good job in the games, between at-bats in terms of, anticipating pitches in certain counts, and also just getting these guys prepared in batting practice throughout the week. So I think a huge amount of credit has to go to him, and his ability to help our guys just continually improve.
And you touched on it a bit earlier as well about the pitching. Got some great starts again. I don't think the staff allowed him to run all weekend. Thomas Cox took a no-hitter into the 6th. Solano picked up his second win, worked 6 2/3 strong. Getting some great effort from the mound as well.
Yeah, and that was one of the biggest things. Again, talking about culture, is that we wanted to be a team from a pitching standpoint that throws strikes, and we've walked 11 in 6 games, so we're averaging less than 2 walks a game, and that's what we want our culture on the mound to be. And so the guys have bought in, and they've done such a good job of that. And I think guys like Thomas and Brett and Nate Harris, those guys have done such a good job of just competing, even when their stuff is not at A level. Even if they have C level stuff, they have done such a good job of going out every day, and they just compete as well as anybody else.
And then looking forward, initially we're supposed to go up to Reading this weekend for a 3-game set with Simpson. The weather looks like it's going to change that up a little bit. A doubleheader at home now this weekend on Saturday. What do you do as a coach in a situation like that?
You just get ready for whatever. I mean, that's kind of the beauty of baseball, is it's an outdoor game, and you need some dry conditions. But it could be a day where we're pulling the tarp and putting it back on a bunch of times. But that's part of being a college baseball player, and guys will have fun with it. And, we'll do everything we can to get the games in here. But at the end of the day, too, we're excited to play at home. Anytime you can play at home, you take advantage of it, because I think we're pretty tough at home, and not having to travel, especially the week before you go to Hawaii, is definitely in our best interest.
And that doubleheader is set to start at 11 o'clock on Saturday. And finally, got some new artwork on the outfield fence. Started a new little feature here at the end of the Coaches Show. Can you tell me a little bit about senior Chris Freeman?
Chris Freeman is he's everything. When we recruit, we look for guys like Chris Freeman. He's versatile as a player. He can kind of be put into any role and do it well. And on top of that, though, Chris is he's one of the best human beings I've ever coached. So at the end of the year, I'm going to be sad to go to see Chris go, but one of my first phone calls after the year is going to try to convince him to coach with me. So no, Chris is awesome, and I'm proud that he dons the Oak uniform.
Sure. His first career Grand Slam last weekend as well. So
absolutely.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck this week.